Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we spar? Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, of Scalitz.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Scalitz, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina. How about that?
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. Oh! Fucking hell! Too slow!
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard! Too slow! Bad luck! Ah, fuck that! Too slow! Bad luck!
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina. It's a good idea to start by limbering up and stretching your body a bit. Then you won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
Henry, good to see you.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartuszek, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Aye, I saw it. Over there, beyond Jelioff, right?
Why, that's it. Everything fell into the Kerchak pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Warum nicht?
How's this?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Why? You'll convince me with that price? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald. Thank you, and take care.
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trotsky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And further north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Look what I have for you.
Greetings to you too.
Tell me that. What did he give you for it? Sure.
What will it be?
This could use some repairs. Word about the price.
All right. You... Great. Come back anytime, friend.
The river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man...
God be with you, Henry. How can I help you?
Can I spend the night here?
We're not really equipped for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for a couple of groschen.
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Siegfried, the herds boy, dropped by. He was moaning about wolves killing his sheep. Poor fella. He has it tough. And have you ever heard about the Divozhenka of Samin?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divashenka is a wild woman of the forest, an ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people. Sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
It's the Samine people. They were worried she might put young Lord Samine under her spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
You have a kind master, eh? Much? The Lord be with you. What do you need?
How's your shift?
No great shakes. The last little while we've had our fair share of scoundrels. I thank God for every day without a fuck-up. See you later, my friend.
What are you doing here?
Okay. Why am I waiting for Harold the other day for a great price? What do you suppose he, for God's sake?
What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be? I don't know exactly. When the king
Good afternoon.
I'll have a look at the wares.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Warum nicht? Ja, das ist gut. Finally, a good price. Doing business. Take care.
Jesus Christ be praised.
day to ye. God be with you.
That belladonna shouldn't have been boiled on such a high flame. I should have left that belladonna on the fire a bit longer. That belladonna should have had more time on the fire. That belladonna should have had more time on the fire. I should have left that belladonna on the fire a bit longer. If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better.